All right, all right. Thank you, Paul. Thank you to my friend Paul Cunagonis for the intro. Incredible guitar player, incredible friend, and guy I played music with for many years. Um, so yeah, Jules. Thank you, Paul. Great, great to use your music on the intro of Cities and Suburbs. Another installment. Here we go. It is. Is it Sunday? Yeah, Sunday. I am required to lose track of time because I do have Monday off. Oh, what? Wait, Paul? Great. I could just listen to that all night long. But we do live in America. Welcome to Cities and Suburbs, show 101. Check it out, okay? It is your show about your cities, our suburbs, our communities, okay? Big and small, the challenges, the economic factors, and what is needed to keep our communities competitive and livable. And I got to tell you, I've been doing a lot of, interesting factoid reading. And yeah, I don't like when I use that word. I'm trying to get better at this, you guys, But help me if you will. Tomorrow is December 25th, 2018. Christmas again. Just kidding. Just seeing if you're on your game. Yeah. There's how many shopping days left till Christmas, you guys? Okay. It was amazing to me that how quickly we move from Christmas, Thanksgiving to Christmas to blah, blah, blah. Now we're getting into President's Day, which is tomorrow. And then we get into St. Patrick's Day, which I'm not Irish, but, certainly understand the celebratory factor of that day. But, the clock just keeps on ticking, keeps on rolling. So anyway, like the show said tonight, where are the worst states to live in, and what are the dirtiest places to live in the United States, continental United States? And the reason I brought this up was because a couple of months ago, I spoke about a gentleman that was just happily throwing trash onto the street. And he said, it doesn't matter. Someone's going to come along and clean up my stuff. And, but then it defaulted into, I'm just adjusting my speaker here, then it defaulted into, well, I pay my taxes and they don't do anything for me at all. So you have, garbage. We worry so much about global warming, climate change. On a level that's so global. I just want to I want you guys to think about this because we want policy to enforce almost like the saving grace of the planet. We want policy, federal policy, local policy, this and that, to enforce or to ensure a great future, if you will, And policy is not going to do it. Not going to do it. It's not going to do it. When you reflect back to, I don't know, a minute ago, when I was speaking about a gentleman that was just happily throwing all his plastic nips into a parking lot. How is policy going to influence that? You know, even if there were laws to enforce pollution, which there are, then they're not enforced. So we keep creating this and that and layer after layer of policy, and which grows big government, but it does not help. It doesn't matriculate down to the where it should be. And there is no way that local law officials will ever give anybody a ticket, particularly in the city of Worcester, unless it's attached to another charge, like flipping them a bird or whatever it is. But I'm just being sarcastic here because that's what I'm friggin' here to do. You know, our inner cities are a friggin' mess. You know, they are a mess. And it's not just because of corporations, it's because of personal behavior. We throw everything on the sidewalk, okay? Ditch your car for a week, okay? Or even a day. Walk around your neighborhood, okay? And everything you throw away personal responsibility, right? Everything you throw away, okay, responsibly, you can find on the street 10 times, right? You guys know it. So anyway, that's what makes America dirty. And there's 10 cities I'm going to name off to you right now, based on a couple of things, about 5 or 7 things that, qualify cities as being dirty or whatever. But I'm talking about particle pollution. You guys know what particle pollution is. I am not a liberal, by the way. I am not a liberal. I'm not a right or left. I'm just, I know what I see. I walk around a lot. Anyway, it's about air quality and water supply. Number 10 on the list is Houston. Okay. Ozone. Okay. The ozone layer. The ozone layer. The ozone is high. It has poor quality environment. In other words, the air quality is poor and the water quality is poor. So a lot of the standards of American cities are based on air quality and water quality. Flint, Michigan did not make the top 10. There's a couple of websites I was looking at. And the reason why is because they actually don't have a lot of trash on the streets. Okay, so there's a lot of there's several different kinds of pollution. You get the physical, you get the chemical, and you get the atmosphere. So number 10 is Houston. Poor air quality and poor water quality. Oil. New York City, groundwater polluted, poor quality. New York City. Stockholm, California. Okay. A lot of street trash. Poor water quality and poor air quality. There you go. Riverside, California. Oh, yeah. Here we go. You guys never would think that California would make this list. There's like 5 California what do you call them? Towns, cities. California's so big, I chop it up into 19 states. But it really is because of, poor water, bad air quality. Riverside, California. Cleveland, Ohio. Okay, Cuyahoga River catches on fire. We got it. There's more stuff in the water that can catch on fire than what's supposed to put it out. But you can't come back from that, Cleveland. I'm sorry. But bad air quality, that's number 6. And poor water quality. Number 5, Modesto, California. You know, just really poor water. And again, and unemployment. You know, these people move to California. Just, there you go. Anyway, Bridgeport, Connecticut. What a surprise. You know what? Bridgeport was a kick-ass city back in the 40s. They built battleships. That city was up, it's just, and I don't want to pick on cities tonight. I mean, a lot of the websites I look at, they pick on cities, but they served a purpose. Okay, they served a purpose in terms of development in the United States. So Bridgeport, Connecticut, and actually Connecticut is not as rich as people think it is. I mean, it has its segments of really wealthy populations, but they tend to be more at the I-95 corridor, people who make their money in New York and bring it back to Connecticut. But for generally speaking, most of Connecticut are small communities, and once was. Philadelphia, number 3, water and air quality. Camden, New Jersey, right across the street from you. Water quality is Bakersfield, California, number 2. Oil, water, and air. Ugh. So there's water, and there's air, and there's oil in both of them, either through steam or in your drain. There you go. Number 1, Fresno, California. You guys never would have thought that, right? Okay, we're talking about the dirtiest cities, the top 10 dirtiest cities, based on actually water quality and being able to, like New York City, LA, I can blow these things up. Fresno, California, water, air, there's lead, there's pesticides, when you get into, it depends on where you live, right? Depends on where you live. And, you can look around here, even where I live. I mean, many, many, many years ago, about 30 years ago, we had a gas company out here in Charlton, Massachusetts, a significant petroleum corporation that leached a lot of fuel, if you will, into the soil, which leached into private towns, small towns that have wells. That certainly turned your groundwater into looking like Pepsi or Coca-Cola. And, so anyway, what are the worst cities in America to live in, And I just wanted to mention, too, this was personally intriguing to me. And I want you guys to think about this. Alabama is the 4th poorest state in the country. Okay, 4th poorest. I'm not going to get into who's, 5th and who's 3rd. But Alabama has the most people that go to church in the country. Think about that. Okay? When you have nothing, you have nothing. So you find something. And I just thought that, churchgoers versus the poorest states in the nation versus the wealthiest states in the United States, okay? Continental United States. And I could guarantee you that, the poorer you get, the more you look up. Or, it just becomes a culture, So this is just some of the research that I was looking at. It's like, wow, you know, a lot of the cities on what I just read to you guys. I mean, I can look at Worcester, I can look at Charlton, I can look at anything. Particle pollution is the worst. People just throw their crap all over the place, you know. If you want to look at it, when I go into someone's home, they could have a beautiful home, but if I walk in, there's a lot of crap around it, thrown there and there. It's a dump. Doesn't matter what the building looks like. So think about what your city looks like, right? Beautiful city. You get all of a sudden there's all this crap all over the place. You know, we all have a responsibility to take ourselves off the top 10. Okay, right, Mr. Attitude, he's really mad tonight. Anyway, guys, we'll talk to you soon. Thanks for listening, and we'll catch you on the next episode of Cities and Suburbs. Do your part. Be community minded, all right? Thanks a lot.